Hello and welcome once again to the Cartoonist Studio, or Cartoonist Diary, or it's Friday, what the hell's he up to now? Whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. Just keep coming over. We love having you here. It's good fun. Well, today, past few weeks we've been doing projects that I've been on. Today, we're going to be doing a single panel, just as a kind of a palette cleanser really, because I'm still doing the comic strip. The Granny Apple comic strip, of which there will be a link to last week's video if you missed it. If you did miss it, what were you doing? Where were you? We missed you. We missed you terribly. Some of us were actually crying. And I wasn't. I was very brave. I was Mommy's little soldier. So that's what we did last week. And the week before, we did the seconds of the Dad Jokes cartoon, which is a book collection I'm doing. Which brings us neatly to what this was supposed to be. I have a book out on Amazon. There will be a link for it below. You can go and purchase it. It will make me happy. If you don't, I probably won't talk to you again. And that is a series of books. There's only one out there at the moment, so it looks rather crazy to call it a series, but it is a series, or will be a series. And that's where I say Dixon on. So it'll be this case, or the book out there at the moment, Dixon on golf. And I draw 40 cartoons, 40 separate gags on the golf theme. And I was looking for the second one, and I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll do Dixon on COVID. Now, I thought about it long and hard. When I first thought about it, COVID had pretty much started and we were all having a very nice long holiday and it was quite novel. But now, you know what? I think we're all a bit cheesed off now, aren't we? We've all had enough. You know, just get on with it now. We've had enough now. We're all bored. It's not fun anymore. You know, we're not getting breaks. We're not getting time. We're all getting worried about our jobs and all sorts of things like that. So people aren't having the same kind of bit of fun or relaxation. Now, I'm going to get blasted for this one. Say, COVID's not fun. Oh, no, it's terrible. I don't mean that. I don't mean that COVID is fun. I mean the novelty of having the government telling us we can't go to work and then they're paying us for it and all that sort of fun. That's what I'm talking about. That's all gone. So, but I still had a few of these cartoons. So I thought, oh no, I'll put them on my Cartoon Stock website. Now, Cartoon Stock is where I put my single panel gags. And so for those COVID cartoons, I thought, I'll just put them up there. So like I say, as a bit of a palette cleanser from the books that I'm producing, we'll just do a quick tutorial on how to draw single panels. Oh my God, my voice went really weird then, didn't it? It sounded like I was on a children's show. And today, children, we're going to show you how to draw a cartoon on COVID. Altogether, can you say coronavirus? Anyway, this is it, a single panel. So what can I tell you about single panels? I guess their main market is magazines. You do get them in newspapers, but they tend to be syndicated there. And when they're syndicated, they are usually done out in a sort of squarish box. But if you're doing it just as a one-off gag, you know, and you're submitting them to various magazines, then you can be a little freer with the shape and size. Landscape or portrait. If it's for a newspaper, they tend to want them portrait because they run them along the size of the column width. And if you want to do that, then it's important to find out what the column widths are for the various I tell you what happened there? For the various newspapers that you will be submitting your most excellent work to. Okay, right. So this is a car. and it's going to be a bank job, a bank robbery. So he's on the side of the curb, and once again, I'm English, so of course they're parking on the left-hand side. You'd be parked over there somewhere, which is no good because the bank's over here. But I suppose your banks are over there, aren't they? So of course, yeah, okay, I know what I'm talking about. Now, we got the getaway driver. We better stick him in there, otherwise no one's going anywhere very fast. And I don't know whether I would have put the main character in first. I don't know. I don't know why I did it this way. Normally I would have put the character who's outside first for ease of scale. But I suppose it matters that much. Right, anyway, how are you? What you all been doing all week? Letters, answers beneath. Let me know what you've been up to. It's very important to me. I am interested in you. Genuinely interested in you. Tell you what I've been doing. I've been watching a lot. Now, I know this is a fairly old program. It's fairly old for us over here in the UK, so it must be very old for you in America. I've been watching Designated Survivor. Yeah, where Mr. President, as they all seem to call him, is this really unusual politician, as in the fact that he likes to tell the truth. That's where the fantasy falls flat on his face, because that's never going to happen, is it? So anyway, Mr. President is running from one catastrophe to another. And he's got these people with him, these aides, if you like, and they all think they don't like him to start with because they never do in these programs. But by the end of episode 2, they realise that Mr. President is an amazing person, and everyone must love him. And it's all very much like that. It's all very, very lovey. But the problem is, and this is where it falls down flat on its ass. It fell down quite a few times actually, but that's where it really falls down flat on its ass. Is they keep talking about, you must tell the truth. You know, the people care, and they got all these people bemoaning if a president is Mr. President has been shot, and they're all outside the window of the hospital, and they're lighting candles, and they're making sure he's well, he's healthy, and they're so sad. And I mean, God, does that happen in America? I mean, over here, if our politicians were in hospital, we wouldn't know, let alone care. That's one down. They're a pain in the ass. No one can stand them. I mean, do you look after your politicians better? Do you care more about your politicians? We don't. We think they're just a bunch of lying cretins. We have no time for them. If you're not sure about that, you want to know exactly how we feel, go online and see what we think about Boris Johnson at the moment. I'm not political. I don't like any of them. But blimey. Right, anyway, so I've been watching Mr. President. And he's been bumbling and fluffing his way through, and God knows how many episodes. And I'm not that bothered about it. But the Kalashnikov kid, before I finish now, he got to do is mention her name. All he got to do is mention her name. She can't help herself. Out comes the gun. Right, so yeah, she loves it. She loves it. And so we're kind of watching them. We're in season 3 now. Thank God there's only 3. Although I have heard, but shh, don't tell her, there's a 4th one coming. Oh God, hopefully it's not going to come for a while. So we're watching that at the moment. And I can't wait for it to finish so I can go and watch something with a bit more of a plot, like a Daffy Duck cartoon or something. But anyway, every single episode, an absolutely impossible situation happens. And what was that one? Oh yeah, there's a Vietnamese agent, Hannah, I think her name is, and she's always rushing around here. I think she's taken the place of Jack Bauer, who coincidentally is now Mr. President. Anyway, Jack Bauer, or Mr. President, has taken on this Hannah girl from the FBI, who's somewhat of a loose cannon. They're always loose cannons, aren't they? You notice that? Every single one, they're always loose cannons. Anyway, she's a bit of a loose cannon, She gets involved with a British agent who has an accent that I've never heard. I don't know where you get your English accents from, Hollywood, but for God's sakes, speak to an English person. And yeah, so she goes and does all these things, and one of them is they're trying to find this computer hacker who's breaking into everyone's telephones and computers and causing all sorts of problems. And they eventually find this guy, and he says, "I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you." And they give him some kind of threat, feeble threat. And he looks at them, and he looks meaningfully at the camera, and then tells them everything they want to know. And he says, "Oh, well, I'll do better than tell you who he is. I'll show you his website." And it's like an orchid website, a website about orchids. Honestly, I'm not making this up. You can go and watch it. Season 2 it was. And so they say, "Orchids? Yeah, he's really big on orchids. That's his thing. So, go and find him." "Well, where is he?" "Ah, well, there happens to be an orchid convention in Washington this week." And I'm just opening my mouth. Everyone they want, whether it be from, I don't know, Russian spies to badly speaking English spies to spies from all over the world, they always seem to be just down the road or just around the corner. It just takes my breath away every damn week. So anyway, that's what I'm watching at the moment. What are you watching? Tell me all about your televisual habits. Well, the ones that you can stick in the comments box below. And whilst you're heading down towards the comments, guess what's just before the comments? Yes, it's the like and subscribe section. So go out there and do that now. Because we enjoy what I do. You enjoy what I do, don't you? If you enjoy it, let me know now. It's a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling, that is. And you want to see lots more of it, don't you? Yes. You love what I do, don't you? Yes. And you all want to go out and support me by buying all my things, don't you? Damn it. You are gone too far. I thought I'd led you into it then. Led you to full sense of security. Right, we've drawn a little crowd across the road, which in America is where the bank would be and where you'd be parking. But over here, they're bystanders. So it's just to give it a little bit of background scenery. And then finally, we've got this character here. Another heavy, another bank robber. We're going to radio silence at the moment. Just got to get him right. Because I still draw my villains, my bank robbers, with these little black masks. I don't wear them anymore. Makes them a little bit obvious, I think. Okay, so there we have. There's his head. So have we got the right height? Are we in ratio? Yeah, we are. We're there. Right, that's that. It's his body. Incidentally, I think I've said it before, if you want to see anything, you want me to do anything, you want to show you how to do things, certain, I don't know, tricks of the cartoon trade, if you like, let me know. I mean, it's a bit embarrassing at the moment. When you look down and you see, how many followers has he got? 70 odd. It looks pretty weak, but we haven't even just started. And I am still learning. And you are all very, very patient with me. And, I don't know what I'd do without you.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Well, I care for a start, so there you have it. So, let us know if there's anything you want me to teach you. Anything at all. And I will do my best. Have it. And if you'd like me to stop waffling on about all the rubbish I do waffle on about, and give you a little bit more talk about what it is I'm doing or why I'm doing it, let me know. This is your channel as well, you know. If you want it to grow, give me some help. I need help. That's that, I think, and we'll just have, I think I'm right, it's sort of right here. So this is the entrance. He's going into the bank. That's what's happening. He's going into the bank to rob it. And a little bit of perspective now. Make sure I get it right. I'll put bank up here. When I was a little bit younger, we had a wonderful program on TV called Spitting Image, and it was there were puppets, and it was a Mickey take of the politicians, and it eventually became a Mickey take of anything to do with life. And in those days, we had a few banks. We had the Midland Bank, we had Barclays Bank, Lloyds Bank, and was it Midland, Barclays, Lloyds? There was another one, but I can't think what it was called now. But for the sake of humour, they put them all together. They put all the words together and came out with like a mismatch, a conglomeration, and they called it Natalie's Mid-Lloyd. National Westminster Bank, that's it. National Westminster Bank, Barclays, Midland and Lloyds. And it was Natalie's Mid-Lloyd. It was a wonderful name for a bank. If it didn't exist, it really needed to. Right, there we go. There we have it. There we have the cartoon for this week. It's a cartoon tutorial, and I gave a bit of an expose on some truly atrocious TV programs. If you know any worse ones, let me know. Just talk to me. Should we put them on double yellow lines as well? Do you have those, America? Double yellow lines. There's little 2 yellow lines just along the side of the. They run along here and there. If you park on it, it's an offence. They put them where you're not supposed to park. You know, like outside banks, so you can do a bank job. Oh, there's another thing. This is a true thing. When I first went to Bulgaria, we went into one of their banks, and on the door, you know, you get those signs sort of saying, you know, no dogs allowed, no ice cream allowed, and they have little sort of circles with a line through it if it's for ice cream or dogs or things like that. They actually have on their doors, and no word of a lie, and if I can find the photo, it'll be up on the screen now somewhere around here, they actually have a sign saying no guns allowed. Like you have to be told. But yeah, and every time I speak to a Bulgarian, they just look at me as I sort of say, yeah, so? Doesn't everyone? No, we don't. Right, there we have it. That's the end of this week's video. All we're going to do now is we'll shoot over this way, you know, over that way, and film it very, very, very fast. And at the end, we'll show the finished cartoon. Come back next week when I'm sure we'll be doing something else. Like I say, I have no idea what it's going to be. But it'll be silly, whatever it is, I'm sure. Thanks once again. Thank you very, very much for taking the time to come and see me and the stupidity and idiotic things that I say. And I shall look forward very much to seeing you all next week. So, thank you and goodbye.